Hey, welcome back to the Core Restore Advent Challenge. I'm Hope Savara. I want to take you through a fun core move that I think you're going to like. You're just going to need enough space from head to heel. So whether this is on top of your bed or sleeper, on some floor space, even outside at the step of your truck or on a bench, this is going to work just great. And so rule of thumb, the more you incline yourself, the less challenging the move is going to be. Meaning if you are a little bit weaker, maybe starting from a place of injury and you're just in recovery, that kind of incline is going to help you use the right muscles in the right way. That is the name of the game. And so this is going to be a plank version, but we're going to focus on what I call a scapular push-up. So essentially this is you utilizing your shoulder blades or your scapula to do the push-up, when really then this is going to accentuate and put a lot more focus on your core to control and hold your body in position. And so if I'm going to kneel or sit, you could do the same thing watching right now. And my arms are out in front, shoulders relaxed down and back. This is retraction, me squeezing my shoulder blades. This is protraction, me broadening my upper back. And so as I move my shoulder blades front and back, this is a great scapula movement, a good shoulder girdle stability movement, as we also are going to work to utilize our core. So this is the action that we're going to be doing. Now, if I come into a tabletop, keeping my lower belly nice and strong, I'm not going to bend my elbows. It's the same thing. I'm going to squeeze my shoulder blades down without bending the elbows, and then broaden the back without hunching and rounding. So squeeze and pinch, press and broaden. So really trying to strengthen the muscles. If you struggle doing push-ups and your goal is to do push-ups and you can't figure out how, and everyone you keep watching on YouTube or your coach or your instructor is like, oh, you just got to do them. That is not the case. You have to strengthen the muscles that are not allowing you to do those push-ups, and this is one of those moves to do that. So you can do this whole exercise just on your knees in a tabletop, okay? You're still going to get some core bracing here. Or I'm going to step back into a plank position, okay? I can be on my knees, and I'm going to retract and then broaden again without bending the elbows. I can feel my core engaging because I'm trying not to sink my pelvis. I'm also trying not to sink my head. And so my core is definitely going to help stabilize me. I'm engaging on my pelvic floor. I'm thinking about tipping my front hip bones up and into my belly so I can create more deeper lower ab engagement. And now here's that full movement. Fingertips nice and broad, wrists underneath the shoulders, folds of the elbows forward. I'm tipped up through my ribs and belly, pelvic floor is engaged. And all I'm going to do is step 1 foot back at a time, so I'm in a nice plank position. And then I'm going to squeeze my shoulder blades and broaden. I can really feel my lower core, and if I'm feeling this in my lower back, I'm probably sinking my belly rather than dropping my tailbone and pulling up through my pelvic floor. Now, can you do 10 of these? So there's 5, 6, 7, don't bend the elbows, 8, 9, and 10. Whew. Now, for those of you that are feel like push-ups are pretty easy for you, try this movement because these are all those little inner stabilizer muscles, the muscles on the fronts of the shoulder blades and at the bottoms of the shoulder blades. Oftentimes you can work around those if your larger skeletal muscles are bigger, deltoids, biceps, even sometimes traps. You can override those more intrinsic muscles, but those intrinsic muscles are also what's going to help prevent you from injury and create better stabilization and, of course, accentuate more core strength. So can you do this 10 times in a row? Can you do this 3 sets of 10 in a row? Let's do one more round together, and then I'm going to leave you to it. So you choose your positioning. Remember, fingertips nice and wide. There's a nice stretch there on the wrists. Folds of the elbows forward without hyperextending. Front ribs tipped up. Belly is strong. Pelvic floor engaged. I'm not going to lean back with my shoulders as I step 1 foot back at a time. Feel free to drop to the knees. Squeeze the inner thighs. Remember, the inner thighs are the pelvic floor's favorite neighbor. Here we go. 1, 2, don't bend the elbows. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, you got this, and 10. Great job. Remember, it's the little things, it's the small, simple changes that lead to the results in your life so that you, my friend, can feel good again. Until next time, please leave a comment. Let me know what you think about this video, and I'll see you again soon.